Hey everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. It should be fine. Why is it so cold in here? I just put on my sweater. It's a little bit more cozy, but still pretty cold. How you guys doing? Let's wait for people to come in. Today we're gonna be animating. Finally. At least we'll try. I haven't done it in a while. Yes. It's me. I'm gonna try and animate today. We'll look at some references. We'll see how we can translate that animation into the actual mod. And I'll try. Actually, I might do some Blender and Python programming today. We'll see how that happens. How that goes. Hello, everyone. We'll see how that happens. If that works at all. Because what I want to do, for those who know Blender, is instead of having a file per animation, I want to export the Blender actions instead. So we'll see if that's something that we can do. That being said, let's go to main, right? Yes. Okay. There we go. Awesome. This should be a good setup. There we go. Blender. So I'll go and I'll actually go to a different project. And yes, also open it up in VS Code. Epic. Okay, let's put in VS Code just so I have the repository stuff in there so I can play with that. Okay. And I have a lot of things to upload, so I'll see how much I can actually do. So let's see. Oh really? Yeah, those overlays like up there. It was just something that I based my overlay on. So I haven't made my custom ones yet. The ones at the top. Maybe I'll try someday. I did the background. I like that one. I did the background in Blender actually. I'm proud of that one. Okay, let's have the reload listener. Do I want to upload this? I guess I do, right? It doesn't really do much right now. Maybe I'll do a different branch, if that would make sense. So, I think that's good. Accessory models, it should be like that. Accessory models, feature accessory models. I think that's good. Okay. And I'll upload all the things. So asset reloader doesn't really do anything right now, so maybe I'll just delete stuff from here. Thanks. Okay, so I'll put this stage as a change player accessory. I will guess I'll just commit this and see. Work on it later. Mobends. Yes, resource manager. It doesn't really do anything right now, but I'll stage it. I'll put it in there. Player mutator. I did do a couple things that are noteworthy here, but not much. And the rest I will. I mean, I do have to put in the rest, but the rest is kind of unnecessary, since I'll probably get them from the cloud. Okay, I did change that. That's good. Stage changes. And the rest is good, I think. Accessory was crown. I don't think I need to put that in there. So that's okay. And that's it. Okay, so started work on fetching accessories from the API. Or like Okay. So this will be the 1.1 version that I'll work on. Page those changes, upload, and there we go. Okay, awesome. Let's go back to Blender. I hope the music's not too loud. I hope you guys can hear me alright. It's a little loud for me. I can just turn it down on my end. Or if it is indeed too loud, I can turn it down a little bit. So, there we go. It should be a little better. So let's try and find that rig that we have. I have a couple, so we need to find the right one. I don't know. I need to sort things out in this folder. Okay, so it's texture's gone for some reason. That's not good. It should be in here. Reload. You replace with a different one. What about Steve test? Yeah, well, sure. Okay, I'll do that. Is that better? Seems to be, no, it is the Steve. So, we replace it with a different one. Alex test? Nope. Interesting, so maybe it's using the old? Steve. Maybe it's using the old texture? Interesting. Okay, well. Alright, well, let's just leave it at that. This is just a YouTube lo-fi thing. Okay. Let's keep it at that. So we have those little body parts in here, and we have the armature, and we can grab it and do stuff to it. So in this setup, we have the center rotation and the other kind of rotation. We can go into the armature. What animation is here? I'm guessing it's empty, right? Okay, be right back. Give me, like, I don't know, a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So let's try and first maybe do a simple animation, maybe like make him kneel down or something. Let's try that. I will save it as something else, maybe here. The Steve Rig. Steve Rig 1. Since it's going to be like the version 1, kind of. And then version 2 will be 1x, I guess 1xx. Is that a good naming scheme? I don't know. I guess it is, I don't know. I don't really like how it looks though. 1xx. I guess let's just leave it at 1. Or we just leave it at that, and if I make a version for 2.0, I just call it call it something different, or maybe move it into a different folder. I feel like that would be a little bit better. Okay, Steve rig. Because the rigs are probably going to be different when we go into 2.0. So let's start from this pose. Let's go and key location, and then we can play the animation, make him kneel a little bit down, like that, and then go back up. I think we can do it like that. Okay. So, okay. Let's do some other motion just so that we know that it's working all right. So maybe he can move his head down a little bit at this point, but first we need to we need to block it here, move his head like that, and then move it back up when he goes back. So it's loopable, stuff like that. And we could do like a little rowing in place animation. I know it's gonna be 4, not much probably, but let's do it anyway. So rotation. So this will be the part where they put his arms forward, and then I mean backwards and then forwards, and it's just gonna back to itself. So and then just grab those bones, and then I guess from that point onward, just that, copy it over, no, copy it over to this point, and then reset it at that point, copy it over, and here we go. I know what this animation is, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, I don't think it does. And okay, let's check one thing with this animation. So we want to check if the rotations are good, so let's maybe try and make the head rotate in this kind of manner, but no, not in this kind of manner. In this kind of manner, so it rotates towards the right. Do you use Moben's Blender export to export the animation? Yes, yes I do. That's what it was made for. So he should turn his head towards his right arm, and his right arm should. Let's just keep the right arm straight. Okay, let's do that. So it should be like that, and maybe the forearm should bend more in that arm, or maybe it should stay straight for that location. So maybe something like that, and then instead of going forward, it goes backwards. I don't know, just something random that we can test. Oh well, not entirely correct. Okay, so what is it? It's the left. Is the right arm? It has like a. Oh, I get it. Okay, so it has a key here. Let's just remove that. I know it's a weird animation, but let's live with it. Should be all right. So now we can try and export it. There we go. Ben's anim. The problem right now is that it's in the binary format, right? Is the animation that I have in the 1.12.2 version in binary format? I think it is. It should be. Let's go Steve rig, Ben's anim. Let's just maybe do Steve rig, or Steve anim. What would it be? Steve anim test. Let's just do a little test. Let's see if it works. So I'm gonna go through the Blender rigs, copy the animation. I'm gonna go and open up another folder. Go to the Moben's directory, not program files, not that. There we go, and then in source, main, resources, assets, Moben's, animations. I'm gonna put it in here. And it's gonna be player test. Let's just do it like that. Even has wolf test. I didn't delete that one. Interesting. Okay, so let's have player test. I'm wondering if the player anim harvest is still being treated as a JSON animation. It shouldn't, but we'll see. So I will go back. I will go back a commit. I think I can do like, let's see. GitHub. Maybe I can do it on GitHub actually. That would be helpful. If I can go back a commit on GitHub. Let's try that. Right. I think wait, I can just go to the other branch. They didn't do anything there, so if I go to this branch, I shouldn't have any of the code that I had there before, right? History settings, I mean, kind of have that. Kind of still have that. Righto, let's maybe go through. What did I change in that command? I definitely forgot. I did change something in the player mutator. I can go check in there. That should be not there anymore. So custom Elytra, yeah, that's okay. So that's not here. Let me create a new branch. Let's call it feature weapon styles. Okay, that should be fine. So this is going to be where I'm going to be working on this. And let's go to the, okay, I don't need this anymore. That's good. We can go to standard, standard. Client is good. Controller and wolf controller. Let's see how it's done here, because I definitely don't remember. So it's an animator for the wolf, which is correct. That should be the case. I have my animator template, the animator state, and I'm creating all of that, loading from the path, depending on the animation loader. Yeah. Humo animator state. Okay, cool. And then it's adding stuff on top of it, which is also correct. So what we want to do instead is go to the player controller and do stuff here. Let's think how we could do that. The problem right now is that, okay, it's declaring is holding weapon. And that's kind of it's not great. It's not a great way to do it, since it's just a bunch of if-else statements. It does introduce some sort of hierarchy, but it doesn't nest, so we could technically put it in an array list and just, or even a map, and just do it per map. I feel like that would be a little bit better. So we could do is holding bow, is holding weapon. That could work as just a straight up item classification problem. Is holding food, we could handle that, I think. I think we could do like an item classification thing for that. Shouldn't be too hard. Is shielding, that's also something that we can put as an item classification. That could be something that we could do. I don't know if there are mods that add like custom shields that you could hold with right click. That could be nice to add. So maybe, yeah, maybe that is a good thing to add. Another thing would be, I know that there was like a request for punching, so for items to be classified as just punch. So we could do that. Right now it's just getting the classification, and if it's a weapon or if it's unknown and it's just a default classification. So that's a way to do it. Who's typing in Mobens? Wait, you're not releasing a 1.12 version? Yes, I am. As was a question in the Discord, by the way. Okay. Alright. So, from action animations, we can do a little map here. Per item classification. Do I want to do item classification? Yeah, I do. I want to do an enum. So let's do an enum. Gonna be in here. Maybe it should be an animation, but not too fond of that. Because it's also going to be used by the mod config right in here. Item classification is though in here, so maybe I can just extend that as weapon styles, quote unquote. I think I could do that. Let me take a little sip. Sippity sippity soo. Okay, that could be pretty easy actually. So instead of putting in a mod config, we could kind of throw it out into something else. I mean, we could kind of just create a new class here. Item classification Java. It's Okay, didn't create anything. Probably because I disabled Java support. Not great, so let me just delete that. So I won't work in here, I'll work through IntelliJ. So let's go to standard, let's create a new class. Let's call it item classification, which is an enum. Okay, and then the where is it? Mod config in here. I'm just gonna move that into here. Makes sense. Okay, I'll go back. Oh, wait a minute. Give me a moment. That looks good. Okay, let's get back. Okay, so in here we would add like a long sword, right? So instead of weapon, it would just be sword. Not srod, sword. Sword. Long sword. Is long sword a one word? I'm wondering. Is long sword one word? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's keep it one word then. So the sword, it would be regular. Was it difficult to convert Blender axes animation to OpenGL? Yeah, it was. It still has a few kinks, I think, to work out. But it was mostly, instead of, I'm not really using too much OpenGL to do it. I mean, I am, but I'm basing it more off of the. Oh, I see. I'm basically basing it off of what Minecraft already uses, which is like model renderers. Each model renderer represents one part of the body. So each of them has a quaternion, which is a way of representing rotations. And what I'm doing with the Blender add-on is I'm exporting for each frame and for each bone, I'm exporting the quaternions or rotations that they have, and the locations they have, and the scales that they have. And then I apply it to the mod. I load it for a custom-made binary importer. And yeah, I read them and I use them. That's how I do it. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard. I'm trying to write something similar right now to GLTF, or GLTF, which is another model format, and that's a pain. It's a pain! Yeah, quaternions. I mean, yeah, I don't understand them. I don't know if I ever will. We'll see. Okay. So there we have it. We have item classification, and if we go to here, we can remove that and use that other class as that. Okay, import class. So if it's a sword, we use weapon items. I do want to change everything about this. So I'm gonna do it later because it's a pain. So I'll just assume that whatever's in weapon items is just gonna be part of sword. Okay, and then I'm gonna just change that. Seem to be inversed. I mean, the axes could be different. Interesting. The axes are probably inverted. You can just invert them. I think you can just swap, like, mirror the quaternions. I think there's like a Stack Overflow answer to how to flip quaternions. Okay, let's go back to the player. Animation, controller, player controller. Wait, be right back. I'm reheating pizza, by the way. That's why I'm going back and forth. Okay, I'm back. I'm probably gonna be chomping on what is it? On pizza. So I don't want to make it uncomfortable for you guys. I don't want to smack my lips in front of the mics. I'm just gonna mute and keep working. Please remind me, like, in a couple minutes that I'm still muted, if I forget. Okay, I'm semi-back. I want to give myself a different colored thing now. Wait, what's my name again? What color do we want? Cyan? Let's go cyan. Or like aqua blue. Oh, couldn't join the API. Why? Why is that? Hey, what's up, Israel? I'm doing good. I'm wondering why we cannot reach the API. That's pretty interesting. Connection refused. See what's going on. Did I change the API in any way? That wouldn't be nice, would it? That would not be nice. Oh, it's trying to get localhost. Right. That's not good. It should be that. Let's start. Okay, what's my name? 386. Alright. There we go. Right. To have our good old thing. I'm still wondering why we get those errors. I thought I fixed them already. I thought I fixed them already. Just kind of a bummer. There should be like... Wait, am I... Isn't anything here that would kind of give off that thing? Maybe if we just delete Cradle, bin, and build. Yeah. Oh, right. Let me just close this. That's a lot. Okay. Let's try and run it again. Because that seems to have worked last time. I don't know why it doesn't work now. Damn it. Don't you work? I don't get it. Like, it seems like the class path is wrong, but it shouldn't be wrong. That's why I don't like 1.12.2 anymore. It's just not supported. Alright, I'll try one more thing. Gotta wait for it to download. That's a cool idea. But I don't have eyes in my mod. Right, it's still downloading. Damn it. Let's in the meantime try to find some cool reference. So if we want to do a long sword, I'm guessing let's just do long sword combat. Interesting. Slow-mo, I like it. Interesting, okay. Reference, guys, reference. Exaggerated, but I like it. Bro. Okay. Let's study this. So, at least this guy, is holding it on his, like, shoulder. Or, like, just up. That's interesting. I mean, that's a cool pose that we could try. It's not too interesting visually, unfortunately. It's probably very safe and just a good pose to have in general. Okay, so there's a lot of that. Right, so I like this motion. I definitely want to implement something like that, where you kind of go over the head with the sword, so it can get more momentum. Just go on the other side of the enemy. I really like that. What is this guy doing? Oh, he's just recovering from that and just doing the same thing. Honestly, he's just doing the same thing. He's blocking from the other side and going on the other side, and hitting from there. I like that motion. We can definitely try and implement that in our animation. Now, what about this? Okay. Now that's like a documentary, I'm guessing. More hectic. Probably realistic. Okay, cool pose there. Cool poses there. Can definitely try and work with that. The problem with the animation system, I guess, is the footwork. The footwork is really hard to accomplish. So we're gonna have to be very lenient with that. If that's a word, I hope it is. Okay, and setup complete. Still doesn't work, but we'll try and work it out. So if we go to Mobands and delete a bunch of things. Delete that, boom, you're gone. Delete, what else? Build? Yeah, sorry, you gotta go. Gotta go build. Get VS Code, Gradle, I don't want to do that. Okay. The rest is not necessary, so let's do that again. How about making a sword having ammunition in the offhand slot? I personally like the idea. I mean, what do you mean? You can't really attack with the offhand unless you have a mod that allows you to do that, right? You can't really swing your sword from the offhand. Okay, so it's doing its thing. It should just import the project. Hopefully it's gonna be alright. I see. Okay, well, let's just wait for the project to do its thing. In the meantime, we could try and just go ahead and write something in Python. That'd be great. We do need that. So let's just go over to... I haven't opened that project in a while, to be honest. Project mods, I think it's in here. Blender add-on, yes. Okay. Let's write some Python! Let's go! I need to refactor most of this. Because it's probably just a mess. So okay, export moments. I don't remember what the input is. I guess, I mean, yeah, I guess this file is the entry point. So we register our export moments plugin, and we unregister it if we need to. We register it on main. If it is a thing that needs to be done, yes, version, that's a version 1.0. We do need to increment that if we want to change it, which I am gonna do now. What else did I change actually? README? Yeah, right, big endian. I did that in bold just so I remember. And I added the header. Yeah, I definitely forgot about that. Okay. Version of the format. Yes, I'm not changing the format right now, which is good. So, okay. Okay, exports all animations in the binary format. Yes. Warning, wiki, yes. Category for export. Okay. We have all this. We have export moments. Thing. Oh, that's not correct. That's indeed not correct. Oh man. Okay, this I think is false. This is not even used, right? I don't think this is used anymore. Export single armature. I guess it does use it. Huh. So if, okay, so it does a, okay. Interesting. Will there be attack animations for axes though? Yes, there will be. Thank you for asking. Does encode data take this into account? Right, yeah, it only supports single armature. Okay, fair. Which is true, it does only support that. What else do we need? In fact, selection only. Does that even work? Yeah, it does. It's great. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, thank you for the advice. I'll look into that. Okay, so what we want is, instead of writing to the file path that we have, I'm guessing, yeah, we put it in here. The problem is that we want to export multiple animations. That's the thing we want to do. Yes. That's the thing we want to do. So instead of getting a file path, we want to select a directory. That's what we want to do. So where is the file path? The file path is itself here. I'm guessing it's like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm interested in seeing if there's a way where export, huh? Maybe if like maybe if we do that, we can create new file names from that. I feel like that would be a good idea. Let's try that. Unfortunately, I'm not that well versed in Python, but I'll try. So I'm guessing this is the file path that we get with exporting. So instead of doing this, we need to create multiple files. Multiple animation files based on everything. Yeah, let me... Okay, maybe there's a tutorial on that. Exporting actions. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Will there be more live developments in the future? Yeah, for sure. I'm doing them once a week. I'm gonna be taking a break for the next 2 or 3 weeks because I'm going to Turkey. But once I'm done, I'm gonna resume, and I'm gonna be finishing up 1.1, releasing it on the 30th of September. Was that a question, Hunter? Thank you, by the way. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, something that we'll probably have to do is open up the scripting tab. Just play around with this. We go to data. You can see here that scene frame current original frame. All right, and we then set it back to original frame. Fetch animation data. That makes sense. So what we could do is go through each strip and enable the strip, and then go and do all that stuff. Benji the writer, thank you for subscribing. Okay, I think we can do that. Let's try and set up an example. So if we have, I still don't know why it doesn't have any like texture. I'm still baffled by that, but okay, let's just keep it untextured for now. I'm guessing the... oh, right, because it's probably a diffuse. Fine. So the default... Yeah, there we go. So the animation is still there, as we can see. Okay, the animation is still here. If we go instead to the nonlinear animation tab, we can see that the armature action is there. We can, though, switch to the action editor and change the action name to, for example, test. Test action. Let's just do test. And if you go to nonlinear animation, where you go test, what is this? Push down action. We want to do it as a new strip. Yes, and this is a star for some reason, which means that this is going to play now, right? Yes, it does mean that. What if... Okay, what are the options here? Because I honestly don't remember. End frame. Oh, so it stretches it. That's awesome. Actually pretty cool. I don't remember doing that. This is probably where we can set up, hey, this is where you're gonna play. Cool. Modifiers, yeah, that would be cool as well, but I don't think we need that. There was a way to... Alright, there we go, we can do that. But also, I know that there was a way to edit them in a way. Where you only like saw a piece of it. Welcome back, Displace. Okay, oh. What is tweak mode exactly? What is that? What is tweak mode? What the hell is tweak mode? I gotta I gotta learn about it again. Damn it. Oh man. What the hell is tweak mode? That goes out of tweak mode. That goes out of tweak mode. What else can I do in tweak mode? If I click on it, it goes out. Can change the time. Anybody know what tweak mode is? I don't. Interesting. Alright, well, let's not dwell too much on it. Let's go back to the dope sheet. And action editor, yeah. So we have this little test thing, and we can create a new one. So, create a new action. We'll call it idle. Something like that. Let's see if I can learn something about Blender. Okay. So this animation is the same as it was before. We can delete the other keyframes and let's do something different, right? The problem right now is that it's playing the old one, but we don't want to play this one. Right, let's go back to the sheet. Yes. Okay, so we're playing this one again. Okay, fair enough. Let's do like a hello there wave, I guess. We can try and do that. Should be pretty easy to do. Do like a hey. Hey. Go back to its original pose. Alright. Oh, not what I want. Okay. Guess we can just do like a little that motion. I know it's not amazing, but it's something. We got 2 animations now. Let's see if the project's set up. Yes, the project has set up. Let's see if it works again. Hopefully it does. Animation, controller, player controller. Please work. No! No! How are things going? I'm guessing you can hear how things are going. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just... I'm tired of this thing that's happening right now. I don't know how to fix it. I've been working in VS Code for a while now, so... That's not a problem in there, but in here, it's a big problem. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me refresh quick. Maybe okay. Let's try this again. Let's refresh. Let's delete Gradle and let's refresh again. And we'll see if it works. Although that didn't work for me before, so I don't know. Oh right. I might be goofed. Might have been goofed around. There we go. I have been goofed indeed. And I'm probably not. No, I can't. Damn it. Ah! Alright. You know what? Damn it. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I know it's finished. Okay, let's remove that. Damn it. Yes, continue. By all means, continue. Yeah, I know. Okay, close it down. Man, yeah, I hate it. I mean, this happens very frequently. And I don't know how to not do that. Kinda sucks. By the way, are you really gonna animate every single animation with a FA rig? You don't use an IK rig? I do. The arms are FK and the legs are IK. That's currently how it works. I don't know why. I mean, I don't see a reason to use IK for arms. It could work. It's just a little awkward since there's rarely a point where you keep your hands steady. I could do like a hybrid where you flip between them using like a modifier thing. So I could set up like a more advanced rig, but I'm probably gonna do that anyway. But yeah, thanks for the suggestions. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do like a more advanced rig. I've done one before. I gotta remember how to do that again. Okay, so that still sucks. Is project structure good? No, it's not. Not great. Okay, let's do this maybe. Hey Blueberry. Oh, hey Max. How's it going with the Wings mod? I haven't looked back at it yet. I'm currently focusing on the 1.1 release. So I'll see. I mean, if I have time before the release date, if I'm like done with everything, I'm definitely gonna look at it because I want mods to be more compatible with Mobends, and I want to add more of a, you know, more of a way for mods to become compatible. But we'll see. See if I have time for that. If not, it's probably gonna be 1.2 then. It's probably gonna be not too far away after 1.1, you know? But I'm probably gonna prioritize making the 1.16 port and then maybe working on 1.2, which would be mod compatibility, like an API for that, and the weapon styles, which I'm working on now. I just want to start things out and see how it goes. Work on something different, you know? Wireless is very arms okay, but the hands are linked to the pelvis. True, that could be good. that. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. I hate Forge so much. I hate it so much. Import changes. Thanks. That's a good idea as well. I'm wondering if that's going to be limited in any way. I mean, it would be hard to do like a spin around. I guess it wouldn't be, since it would be linked to the pelvis. You wouldn't really have to do much motion with the arms themselves. But honestly, I mean, the body should also follow the IK somewhat, right? With the arms. At least I would kind of want that to happen. If the person was like kneeling, but not really. The only thing that needs to be stable is the end of the hands, and maybe the arms need to follow that as well. So it's not that big of a deal. If I do like a spinning animation, it's gonna follow the pelvis, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Huh. Okay, thank you for the suggestions. Are you an animator? Why do you know so much? Tell me your secrets. Alright, seems to be done. It still doesn't seem to be done. There we go. Works now. Did you tell it under a different name? I don't know if I remember. Oh! Why did you say so, Bear? Come on. Don't play with me like that. I mean, I didn't know your name. I just knew you as Bear Tower. The Tower of Bears. Okay, yeah, this is pain. I'm feeling visible pain. Why? Why does it do that? Stop reverting to Java 11. Why do you keep doing that? You don't do that. I hate it. I hate it with passion. I don't want to work on 1.12 anymore, but I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, this is pain. Also, I've created a couple of rigs on Blender as well, so I know some stuff. Thanks. I haven't done it in a while, so this help is helpful. Definitely helpful. Okay, default. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate it. What I'll probably have to do is delete the whole, damn it. Well, do I want to bother with that right now? Is 1.16 easier to work with? In terms of what? In terms of, oh yeah, this, right? This, what's happening right now? Yes. It definitely is. It's plug and play. You plug, you play, and you have fun. This is torture. It used to work. For some reason, the new version of Forge, which everyone uses, because it's the recommended version, is not working. It's not, shouldn't be recommended, honestly. I don't recommend it, personally. It's pain. But the older versions are not supported anymore, so I don't know. Alright, well. Yes, King Gamer. Yes, I did make it 8 years ago. About 8 years ago. Okay. Okay, so we have these animations. Maybe you can switch around them. Maybe not. Okay, let's, you know what? I'll try one more time. Okay, Gradle, bye-bye. Get out of here. Build, yeah, get out of here. Don't need you, don't want you, it's okay, it's okay. Right. After that, I'll go and delete my cache. There we go. Gradle, caches, remove. Delete! Right, and now, when I open it back up, maybe it's gonna have set those things before. Hopefully. Hopefully it's gonna default to the proper version of Java. Please. Please. Yes. Yes. Okay, please stay that way. And refresh your dependencies. Ah. Okay, it's still that. Still that version. Okay. Go back again. Yes. Seems to have settled down. Let's refresh the project and see what it does. Thanks. Thanks, Ken. Means a lot. I love doing it. I just don't love these roadblocks that I'm having, but it's just part of the job. Part of the job. I am super excited about the features that are coming up, though. Get excited! It's gonna become in 30th of September. And what I'm working on right now, or what I'm starting work on, just getting the groundwork done, is gonna be out after that in 1.2. That's probably gonna be after the 1.16.5 update. Or like in the middle or something. I'll see how fast I can get it to work. Okay, so in the meantime, maybe we can try and do some Python. Oh my god, okay. Armature files. So what do we need? We need to somehow get a hold of the actions, right? So what do I have? Do I have by? It's not a thing, is it? Okay. Okay, let's go for... how do I get... Okay, context. Where do I get context from? Context? Oh, it's passed down here, huh? Context. Oh, really? Come on. Alright, BPY. Oh, it's a module, huh? Scene? Scenes? No? It's not a thing? Objects? BPY data? Oh! Jackpot! Is that a thing that I can do? Yes! Still remember! Still the chosen one. Yes. Okay. PY data. What else do we have in here? This has been like 2 years ago or something. I still remember. Okay. Well, we have BL RNA. That seems pretty promising. Curves, file paths, fonts, grease pencils. Image is dirty. I hope not. Okay, line styles, masks, materials, meshes, metaballs, movie clips, node groups, objects, pink. RNA type. So BL RNA type. Scene screens, shape keys, sounds, speakers, text, textures, use auto pack, user map. So let's see what BL RNA is. Maybe it has something to do with what we need. Okay, so this has match remove, identifier, property tags, RNA type. Interesting. What about RNA type? What if we go to the Blender docs, NLA strips, right? Blender manual. Action strip. Okay. There are four kinds of strips: action, transition, sound, and meta. The action strips are a container of keyframe data of an action. Any action used by the NLA first must be turned into an action strip. This is done by clicking the push down action button see above. Okay. Alternatively, you can go to add action strip. Action strips only play back the keyframe data that fits into the length of the strip. This includes any modifiers that might extend keyframe data. Interesting. Transition strips. Play between actions. They must be placed in between other strips. Select 2 or more strips on the same track and go to add transition. Okay, cool. I didn't know that actually. Sound clips, don't really need that. Meta strips group strips together as a whole, so you can move them as one. What? If you find yourself moving a lot of strips together, you can group them into a meta strip. Meta strip can be moved and duplicated like a normal strip. See? That's it? There's no more. No, what? Come on. Okay, well, what about add-ons? True. Import export, maybe? Guess so. Animation. Also what I want to do. Oh, I see. I'm kind of not doing it right. Is that what I should be looking at? Damn it. What about the like Blender developer docs? Wiki. Is that it? I guess. Oh right, I do want to. Maybe I do want to do contribute to Blender. It seems fun, but not now. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I'll find something in the developer portal. Okay. What about? Thank you. How do I say your name? Rigoa? Rigoa? I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you. I'm trying to make it better. Okay. So what is he using? What are they using? Interesting. Yeah, but where did it get? Where did it get it? Where did you do that? Where and why? Ow. Yeah. Why is it so incomplete? I do want to. Yeah, I do want to know. Why is it so incomplete? Why? Why do you do that? Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna go into objects, but that's not really what I want, because objects is maybe I do. I don't know. Let's go to objects. What's an objects? What are you up to now? I'm trying to find out how to get NLA strips from Blender exported as multiple animation files instead of exporting just one. That way I can put all my animations into one file, one blend file, instead of creating a file for each animation. And it's very helpful for both me and hopefully for animators as well in the future, or the workflow in general. I feel like that will be very helpful. Okay. So slots, set item, set attribute module. How do you do that again? How do you print? How do you print? Is it just print? How do you print an array in Python? Anybody know? Maybe objects, items? Yeah, it's true. Okay, that's a thing. So the items, oh, so it's a map, right? I forgot, it's a map. So we have an armature, we have a body, which is, yeah, we have a cube widget, which is true, and it's that thing. We have a head model, yes, that's true. We have left arm, left forearm. And we, for each of them, have some sort of model. Right. Then we have armature. I'm guessing the NLA strips aren't part of the armature, right? Because the NLA strips seem to be global. So, what's that about? What's that about? They should be. I think they are. I mean, let's check. If we go to animation, back to animation. I guess we never were here, so it's not a good idea to say it that way. So there's a dope sheet. We kind of want to have that, but we want it to be an action editor. And we have idle. So if we go to a different armature, right, it should change. So wait, let's create a different armature. We can do it that way. So if we create, there's an armature. There it is. Well, I can't do it in pose mode, so that's an L on my part. So there we go. It disappears from the action editor. That's fair. What if we go to, let's do it here. What if we go to the nonlinear animation tab? So this doesn't care. We have everything. We have the armature. Yeah, it's per, maybe it is per object. You know, maybe it is per object. Let's just check, because it seems like here it is per object. So maybe it's actually is per object. We can just do by data objects. We can do it like this, I believe. Armature. Yay! And there. What's inside of here? Jesus. Okay, let's go through it one by one. um, animation data, that might be something. Children, not really what I want. Okay. I'm following with my eyes. I'm trying to search for something cool. Maybe, you know what? Let's copy this over to a code editor, do it like that, and just search. So maybe NLA. Nope. So I guess animation is something that we can do. That's sorted by a name, so we can just go through the animation data. I think that should be fine. So animation data, is that a thing? Yes, that is. Let's go through that and see what's up in here. Okay, NLA tracks. That's what I want. Use NLA. Okay, NLA tracks. That's kind of what I want, right? NLA tracks. Here we go, and it's got values. So let's go through. Actually, let's go for items and see how it looks like. Not there. I just want to print it. I think it prints it by itself. There we go. So print maybe. Oh, that's that. It did print. Okay. So we have an action stash and an NLA track. What? What? I mean, I guess. Action stash. I don't really want an action stash. I want the NLA track, so maybe let's go with that. Oh, right. I can't do it that way. I gotta do it this way. NLA track. So, what's up with you? You got is it active? Is it solo? You got the strips. So, I guess let's go through the strips. We do have items on here. Test. That is what I want. So it seems to work, right? Because we do have the test thing on there. So that technically does work. So if we go back to animation, we have the NLA track and it's called, yeah. So if we change the name of this one to test, okay. There's the action stash, which, we don't really, oh, damn it. Okay, so we don't really need this. How do I delete it? I don't know if we can delete things in Blender. Damn it. But we can push it down, and we have the idle NLA track. Awesome. And we can kind of go through the strips and extract them, right? Hey, Hero, what's up? What are you oh my godding about? What's going on? Okay, so we have those strips. We can go back here and I can save that so we know what to do. We can go back to create another file. I do want to refactor this a little bit, so let's think about how we can do that. Right. It saves. Okay, exit edit mode before exporting, so current object states are exported properly. Why do I hate Python so much? I hate it. I hate it so much. With a passion. Who loves Python? Who? Name one person. Okay. I guess there are. I don't know. I guess there are a lot of people. I love if this mod was compatible with newer Minecraft PE versions. It's not really compatibility because it's a different. It's like making the same mod for a different game essentially. He's impressed with all this stuff on the screen, or is it just an oh my god for seeing you working on the mod? I mean, I'm working on the mod every week, and even in the middle of the weeks, you know. All right. So yeah, if you want to get an update on that, you can either subscribe here or join the Discord. I hate Python. Thank you, Kanji. I hate Python. I hate it. Okay, well, that being out of the way, we can create data. I kind of hate how function-oriented this is. I kind of want to do it like an object-oriented thing. I know that people don't like that either, but I kind of think it's necessary in this case. What's the... Wait, what do I download? In the repository? Well, sure, but I don't want to. Okay, you know what? Let's push those changes. All right. So, adding. Wait. What am I adding again? I'm adding the version of the thing and the header. Okay. Adding a format header to have the animation. What's the difference between 1.1 and 2.0? 1.1 is going to be an updated version of what's already on CurseForge with 1.12, and that's going to be also ported to 1.16.5. And 2.0 is what I've been already working on for 1.16.5, but it's so different from the previous versions. Pretty much everything is worked around. It's changed completely, and I'm working on a tool that will make me able to create animations for that. So I'm currently in the middle of doing that, but I paused just so I can finish 1.1, like fix a couple bugs in the previous version, so I'm going to be supporting more of that. And meanwhile working peacefully on 2.0 while people can still use Mobends for newer versions of Minecraft. So that's my plan. But 2.0 is basically like a rework. That's why it's 2 instead of, you know, it's the major version is 2 instead of 1. Because it's just very different from the previous version. And it's not going to be compatible with whatever was there before. Like the animations are going to be totally different. That's why I'm, yeah, that's, and also the, I mean, the main point of 2.0 is that it's going to be a lot more customizable by players. So, the possibilities are pretty much endless if I get it to work correctly. Oh my god, this encompasses a lot of scripts for the mod to work with more quality. Wait, what? Oh my god, this encompasses a lot of scripts for the mod to work with more quality. I'm speechless. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get back. I added a format header to the beginning of the animation to the exported file. Alright, that should be good. Did I change anything here? Yeah, bumped up the version, but that's alright. Alright, I'll add like a version bump to 1.1.0. Okay. Alright, I'll exchange. Is there anything that needs to be merged? Okay, I'm sure I have like a get history thing. What did I change? What did I change? Oh, I changed that. That's true. Yeah, I did that. I did do that. Okay. Let's continue. So this, I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. Export Mobends. Let's go to create data. This should return like a, yeah, like in this kind of matter. I don't really like this. It isn't typed. It's not that great, honestly. There's like one function, so I guess it's alright. The only thing that's a problem is that it's gonna get a lot more complicated the more it goes. But this kind of object-oriented approach is kind of neat, since it's easy to turn into binary afterwards. Is it though? Is it? Might not be, actually, since I first thought that was gonna be easier to do because it was JSON, but now it's not JSON anymore, right? Now it's encoding that JSON quote-unquote data using something like this, and it's kind of, I don't know if I like that. Wait, so I can create a server with me and my friends, and each of us can have our own separate chosen animations for walking, swinging, etc. That's something that I thought of as well for 2.0, and if Mobends is going to be installed on the server, I feel like I can definitely do something like that. So if there's a need for that, and I think that would be very cool to implement, I definitely love to implement that. The problem with that is it takes a lot of time to implement something like that. That's why I'm delegating it to version 2.0, you know? And also it's going to be a lot different than the way it used to work, so I don't want to alienate old people that like the way it worked previously, you know? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Okay, so let's look at how this code looks. I really don't like it. I really just want to try and make it a little bit different, a little bit better in terms of how it looks and how it behaves. So I think I'm gonna have to make it a lot better. Okay, let's try and fix a lot of the things here. So fetching data from the context. How do we call this? I really want to call the things with uppercase names since that's what the classes are going to be called. Many people don't like that, but I don't know. I will choose a different name though. What is it going to be? It's not data, it's like... I guess it's a model. It's usually what people call it. But I don't think it should be called that way. Maybe it should. I feel like it would be confusing since Blender is a modeling software. So let's just call it data. I'll call it like maybe armature data. It really would. It really would be amazing. Let's call it armature data for now, and we can kind of adjust that as we go. So create data. What does create data do even? Right. Maybe instead we can do something like yeah, and let's just keep armature data, and then we can adjust it as we go. So armatures could be a map of armature data, right? And this armature, we create armature data. So let's kind of copy that method into armature data.py. Let's copy this PEP compliant thing over here, PEP 8 compliant. So instead of creating armature data, we want to define a class. I think this is how you do it. Pretty sure. I'm glad to hear it. What was the like init? I could promise that it was like init, something like that, but it must have been like this, right? Must have been something like that. And also it must be self or something like that. Right. So let's just copy this over. So definitely has to have bones, and that's a map dictionary. Hello Zerio. It's gotta have the bones, right? Gotta have the bones. And we don't need to return anything. We don't even need to do that. Okay. We have bones. We go through the scene armature, which is very important. Something that we want to pass in through here. Either we want to do that, or we want to do like a static method that does its thing for us. I'm wondering if that's a thing. Python static method. I know what a static method is. I just want to. Oh, okay. What? Interesting. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. What? Are you telling me to look into Mo Ben's channel? Why? I will. You got me curious. Okay, well, let's read it together. Broken because of Tinker's construct. Yes. That's true. What Bird Tower said is very true. I used to be able to run both mods without issues in previous versions from a year ago. Still on, yeah, I'm guessing it was like 0.24, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So 0.24 used to work. That's true. 1.12.2, yeah. So using the mail, which has changed from the previous. I don't know if the armors have got free armors. There's currently 3 files available from of them are signed as beta version. Yes. The recent ones. Either way, hopefully in the new updates things will get fixed. Or for now, I don't have a lot. Can you do this on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to answer it like to in voice? I guess. Yeah. I guess with my voice I can answer that. I 1.1 one of the features of the updates that are gonna release and the 30th of September has increased custom armor support. It should be I mean it basically changed the game. Like it should be a lot more compatible now. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. I think it's gonna work now. Have you worked side by side with any other mod dev to make your 2 mods compatible? Yes, wearable backpacks. I came in, I did a commit under GitHub. I talked with them a little bit, and I pushed the change onto their GitHub, and it works now. Yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to base my compatibility off of what the Wings mod did with their compatibility layer. So I'll see how I can implement that in the future. So I do want to have a static method. Okay. So I do want to create a class method. Okay, I still don't know how a class method works exactly, but I'm looking forward to install the newer version when it comes out. I'm glad. So many comments. A problem I went through when using this mod was when I tried to change avatar character, it ran out of texture or was as if the texture did not exist there. What do you mean change avatar character? I don't... That's not in vanilla Minecraft, so I'm guessing that's a different mod. Which mod is that? Okay. Let's create a class method, which is going to be a create from scene. Right, and then we put in the scene armature. Okay. Also, I do want to implement types somehow in Python. Right, typing. That's what it's called. Typing, not typed. Okay. Back tools, I feel like that's something that they would have to work on. Yeah. Usually incompatibility between accessory mods is because people... Yes, I will. I will do that, Zictando, in 1.2, so... And, I don't know, maybe later this year. That's usually because people create mods where they assume where the player is instead of actually putting the accessories where the player is currently. So they would have to change that, unfortunately. I cannot do anything about it. So bug them about it and tell them to talk to me. Or if not, they could just call post render. You can tell them to call post render instead of doing whatever they're doing. Okay. Thanks, Zictando. Means a lot. Alright, it's so awkward. Okay, well, let's do the CLS right here. I think we can just do new CLS and work on it later. I think new is a thing, right? New is a thing that I can use. If I... Is new a thing? If I new is a thing. Oh, it's not. Okay, so new is not a thing, apparently. No, the wings mod actually, the wings mod actually was dependent on Mobans in a way. It added a compatibility layer by itself, but it was very awkward, and the way it did it kind of broke how it worked, so it's gonna have to be changed a little bit if they want to make it compatible again, but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try and make some more bindings or allow other mods to add their own animations in there. I mean, 2.0 is basically going to solve that altogether, but I do want to have more of that in 1.2, I guess. Okay, I gotta stop speaking because I'm tired of speaking. Okay, CLS. What do I do? CLS. Gotta pass in. That doesn't work though. Does that? I don't think it works. I can pass in the bones though. I can do it that way. That should maybe work. Maybe we'll see. So create from scene armature. Oh, that's right. I forgot that that's a thing. That's very helpful. Should add that to the documentation. Just don't bug them too much. I don't want people to hate me. Just tell them that there's a way for them to do it instead of me doing it, and that they really just have to. They have to do it on their end. They have to, instead of assuming where the player is, actually use the transformation methods from the model itself. Okay, scene armature. I know it's undefined, don't worry about it. It's gonna be in here instead. I'm wondering if that's gonna work in any way. We'll see. Okay, that's the thing that I'm gonna need to do, so... I guess bone data is the thing that I need to do. Bone data. And what is in bone data? Just keyframes, huh? I guess so. And honestly, maybe that's not that big of a deal. Just new bone data for the armature, just like that, like this, and then from import bone data. Hey, no name gamer, how you doing? Thanks, Rygoa. Thanks. Glad to see you here. Hope to meet you next week. Alright, let's add another method. Add keyframe. I think push or append, right, is the thing. So I'll just use that. Don't do semicolons. That's not allowed in Python world. Right, that should be good. And it looks pretty good as well. I like the way it looks. So okay, we can do that. If it doesn't start with helper, yes, that's what we want. Okay. If we go to maybe armature data, could do that. I mean, I could do like a testing thing. Oh, right, I could do a testing thing. Python unit testing. Unit test tutorial. Let's just do a little unit test, okay, boys? I know. Okay. Okay, so what's the test runner? One thing that could be very useful if we players had a specific texture for characters using to have a better experience with the mod. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Vanilla texture player textures work with Mobens, you know? And I don't know what's wrong. Okay. Could you elaborate, Ken Gamer? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, what about nose 2? Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Interesting. I feel like there's a language barrier here, but I'm guessing he wants Mobens to have a way to make custom models. I mean, I don't think it's the mod for that. I think I should be like keep, you know, the scope limited. I don't wanna make the mod everything. I kind of feel like it's like the animations themselves should be enough. I think, and I'll let the other mods do the other jobs. You know, I have a lot of things on my plate as it is. So I don't want to add more. Seeing as, you know, other mods do something similar, so like adding different body types and such. So I don't think I want to delve too much into that realm. Which do I like best? Other structural simple test. I mean, I kind of like just regular assertions. What is this tutorial for? No. What are they gonna write the tests with? Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair kanji. Alright, I mean, I kind of like unit test, but what is I mean, PyTest seems pretty nice. I like it. Maybe how do I download it? A quick example, okay? Contests executed, run PyTest. Okay, with pip. Well, I do want that. Let's use pip. Okay, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be going offline in a second, by the way, but still gonna try and do some refactoring while I'm at it. But I have a couple other stuff I need to do today, so I mean we've been working for 2 hours, you know. That's a lot. There we go, PyTest. Create your first test. Well, we can create the directory and do a little bit of a test. Why not? We would need to like create a little okay, test our mature data. We would need to, you know what, let's move these up in here. I kind of feel like that would look good. Could be good. So how do I do that? So from data, I guess, import. Does that work at all? From data, import armature. Oh, there we go. Yeah, lots of progress, very little animating with plenty of coding. Sure enough. I mean, we did some animating, but I didn't. You know, I thought I was gonna. I don't know. It is what it is. I thought I was gonna have more time to animate, but I need to do some infrastructure first that we can export those animations and see how they look like in game. So it seems like we still have a long way to go, but that's all right. That's all right. Thanks, Dark. Appreciate it. How do I call class methods again? I honestly don't know. I don't know. Progress is progress. Second YouTube streamer has F noticed. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, test. I guess I need to create a class for it. Mock scene armature. Okay, this is not JavaScript, don't get carried away. Right, that's the thing that you need to do as well. I forgot. I don't know if that's necessary in this case, but let's try anyway. Okay. Also, we can shrink it down because it's alright. Oh, second YouTube streamer has noticed me in chat. Okay. Let's see what we need. It needs to have a pose, so I guess we need to create a mock pose as well. A mock pose. So this has self pose. It's a new pose. It's a mock pose. Okay, it's a mock pose. What does a pose have exactly? It has bones, so I guess we need to create a mock bone. True that. I'm guessing it's what? I guess it's an array, right? It's an array of bones. Fair enough. What anime are you watching? Let's just run PyTest, I guess. Fair. What about now? Nope. But have you ever in the animation of when Steve crouches down? I don't know what you mean. Sorry. I have no idea. Ah, okay. Let's see. What about now? Does that work in any way? No. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Where's that thing that... Okay, examples. Hey, give me examples. Quick example. Yes. I'm guessing. All right. It's all right. Maybe it isn't the get started. Create your first test. So we have a test sample. Yeah. So we can run multiple tests. Nice. That's a good shot in the dark, Kanji. I mean, I've made it as a test, so... I mean, if you're referring to the thing that I made today, I haven't... It's not something that I'll finish. That was a test. But in 2.0, I'm gonna revamp every animation. I'm not gonna have a choice. I'm gonna have to redo every animation. So, then you're gonna have a new snake, like a sneak animation, like a crouch animation. Definitely then. I'll say that. Okay, group multiple tests in a class. Okay. Okay. Fair, fair. Okay. I mean, I don't. Okay. Hmm. So people have different, I guess people have different ways of solving it. I could do something like that. Treat it as a different module. Could do that. What about PyTest now? How does it work now? Type error. Okay, that's good. It kind of worked. Thank you. The comment buried down there. Actually very helpful. So there's a type error. Missing one required positional argument. Scene armature. Well, that's true. That's very true, and I like that it detected that. Just good. I mean, that should be detected during tests, you know? That's great. So, mock armature. Or we can do like a scene armature. Armature. We can do a create. Like a, there we go. Create mock armature, and it will be maybe, I don't know. Let's just do it that way for now. And then pass it in here. Okay. Interesting. No, it's okay. It's just hard to understand because it's you know, it's a technical mod. So 3 things wrong. Okay. I'm kind of lacking like the feedback of getting function names from this. It's kind of sad. I want that. I want that to work, you know? I guess it's not meant to be. You can install this mod officially from CurseForge, so you can go to curseforge.com, search for Mobens, and here it is. This is the official webpage. Link it in the description. I can't. Gotta go to a different page. There you go. Oh yeah, or you can get the newest like bleeding edge version from Patreon. Do that. So the 1.1 version is in development, and the snapshots from development that I post on there. And also you get colored sword trails, you know? So it's a win-win. You get to support the mod and you get an awesome colored sword trail. And you get to color it whatever you want. Okay, let's assert something. So we have our little mock armature. And we can, let's say, create... yeah, thank you. Okay, we have a little thing. We can go to the pose, we can go to bones. Or we can go to the pose and we can say add bone. We can add a bone. What's in armature data? It just creates her name. So it doesn't have a name if it starts with something. So we can have a little bone and it can have a name parameter. And just do... Damn it. We can just do self name equals name. That should be it. And then we'll just do add bone. Add bone, and the bone will be mock bone. The name of it will be head. Let's say head, right? Then we parse it, and then the armature data that comes out should have a couple bones. So the armature data bones length, right? Or it should be either that. So length of that should be 1. There should only be 1 bone parsed. Let's test it. Okay, module is not callable. So bone data, I'm guessing I can't call bone data? What? I guess not. Okay, so is that how it works? That's how it works. From the bone data, import bone data. Now let's go with that. PyTest. Does that work? Fair. Oh, it worked. Okay, well, let's do another test. Let's go for helper. Helper left arm IK. Let's go with that. That's a real world example. There you go, it still works. And if I say there should be 2, it fails. Great. So there should be 1. That's great. I'll add a couple more. I'll like head, body, left arm. And I'll do the helper left arm, and there should be 3. There we go. Test. Bone parsing. So it did do that. Maybe, you know what? Wait, let's do something else. So let's do another test. Let's call it helper bone skipping. That's true. So it should be that if I say helper bone, let's do that. Is it undefined or like nil? Or none. There we go. So it should be none. So helper bones shouldn't be parsed. Oh right. So maybe a different way. So assert that not in, or can I do it that way? That helper bone is not in bones? Yes! I can do that. That's awesome. So I can assume that. That's good. Yes, I don't mean that I'm not turning the mod into a paid mod. But the bleeding edge versions, like those that are still in development and aren't stable, may have bugs. I'm making them available for Patreon since it's a limited crowd, you could say. So it's a controlled environment. It's not really gonna get out that much, so I'm not gonna get too many bug reports from a version that's still in development, you know. And it's just a way that I could reward those that are supporting the mod financially. And otherwise, if I wouldn't have Patreon, I just wouldn't upload those versions, you know. Like everyone would have to wait for that official release, since I don't want any bugs to seep through while people are playing, you know. So now that version, or even a better version that's more bug free, is going to be released on the 30th of September. Okay, so we have this. We have test helper bone skipping and also bone parsing. So assert head in armature bones. It should be in there. So let's do a couple things. Let's do that. Let's go back and do this again. There should only be 3 bones parsed. Head should be a bone in armature. Let's do a couple of those, 4 to be exact. And this will kind of make it so that we know that it's good. All right. It's true. I mean, I'm still working on making it better, you know? That's why it's not released yet. It's gonna be released on the 30th of September. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Wojtek. Alright, we have the helper bones. They for sure shouldn't be parsed. So I'm glad that we have those tests set up. I'm gonna add that to the README. Installation, you do that, format. So maybe development, I'm gonna add a little development thing. Development. To test to run unit tests, use PyTest. Right, I'm gonna add a little thing. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I'm just gonna link to this. How do I link again? I think this is how I link. Use PyTest, and then I put a link in here. Right? That should be right. Right. Use PyTest and just something like that. What if I show a preview of this? What's that gonna look like? Okay, what about if I do it like that? There we go. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, so where are we? I mean, it should be fine. I'm in the middle of working on it, so I don't know if I'll post it in the, if I'll commit it. Don't know yet. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, I don't really like Python, but I'm doing what I can to not dislike it too much. Okay. Alright, but that should be fine. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably finish it for today since I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're going forward. I'm gonna refactor more of this mod. I mean, more of this Blender export add-on maybe tomorrow or in the next couple of days. Because I want to get it to work. But I notice I do not speak English. I use Google Translated. That's okay. I mean, we could kind of piece together what you were trying to say, so it's all right. I'm glad you're trying to practice the language. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working on this, and just to notice, I'm gonna do like a proper announcement soon, but I'm gonna be offline from the 8th to the 20th of September. So take care of yourselves in the Discord server, and when I come back, I'm gonna just finish up the 1.1 release and release it. And if there's any bugs that are gonna come up, I'm gonna be there to fix them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you, I guess, after the 20th. Bye!